everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome one and all to this very stripped down and intimate look at what people have been buying as part of this big group order that I've been unboxing and sharing with you all this week. Now if you're just joining us here and you haven't seen the big unboxing and the grand tour, there's links down in the description below. It's probably best to start there, but if you're after an intimate look at more of the diversification of coins that we have purchased in this group order, then this is the video for you, there is no doubt. Now there's no way I could represent all 96 different types of coins that we purchased, but today I think I've got a really good example of the kind of eclectic mix that people picked up. You know, there's something in this order for everybody, it seems. There's a huge variety in premium, in kind of aesthetic look and feel, commemorative look, and just generally, you know, you can even see gilded coins in here. It really is a very, very exciting order. And one thing that I really get a lot of benefit out of by arranging these orders is that I get to see what everybody's buying, what the coins look like, what's popular, what's not popular, and what's sort of more interesting and intricate. And of course I get to look at these coins in person, which I would never have bought before. And I hope that this kind of video here gives you all a little bit of the same kind of experience that I get when I see these, so that we can maybe inform ourselves on what is right for us to purchase, because it can be very, very difficult to understand what is the right thing to purchase for each person. Whether you're a brand new stacker or a seasoned stacker, it can be very difficult to know what is the right thing to buy. Now of course you don't want to just jump in and follow a herd, and whilst this coin is very, very pretty, it's commemorating the World Cup, and we've got 4 different motifs here that a forum member has picked up, and they're really interesting with their kind of different holograms on each one, as you can see. Whilst these are very cool looking coins, they are expensive, they are premium coins, they're commemorative coins, and they're not going to be for everybody. So, you know, that's one thing to consider, what is going to be right for you. And I've always been a big advocate on my channel of stack what you like and like what you stack, but also be prepared for, you know, if you're buying premium coins, and I touched on this in the Grand Tour video, if you're buying premium coins that they do have a premium, they might not always hold their premium. You've got to really understand what is right for you. But for example, those are very interesting coins, not seen those before for sure. Now this is a really interesting and very pretty coin. We featured this on the Rapid Fire In Focus Friday yesterday, so I'm not going to hold it too long in front of the camera, but well worth a look. Now of course this type of thing, it's not a coin, so in Europe we pay even more tax on this when buying from Europe, so expensive again, premium, but boy does it look good. And that's something that's really important to consider when purchasing anything really. Is it good looking? If it's good looking, it's got a really good chance of holding its premium. But this one again is in a similar boat. This is one of the Trivium Shield coins. Really interesting stuff. A little bit risque for the Backyard Bullion channel, so that's all you're going to have a look at that. Now, there are a whole host of different things other than just silver as well. As you can see, we've got some gold gilded coins on the table, as well as some platinum. Let's have a quick look at the gold ones. So we've got here a 1 ounce Canadian gold maple. Now, it's interesting that the forum members bought gold from Europe. It's not often that you see gold in these group orders. That said, however, with the way that gold prices have been at the moment and the price of the pound versus the euro, it actually is cheaper sometimes to buy gold, depending on the quantity and the type of item you buy. It's definitely cheaper sometimes to buy gold from Europe, which is a very interesting premise. So if you're out there and you normally use UK bullion dealers for your gold, it might be worth checking some of the European ones, because they are actually cheaper. Well, the last time I checked, when I was looking for the cheapest 2018 Britannias, if you bought 5 of them, 5 1 ounce gold Britannias, not that I did, but if you did, it would be cheaper to buy them from goldsilver.be than Atkinson's, for example. But, you know, older coins or different coins like these are not always so common, and these are pretty cool pickups nevertheless. Of course, the other gold coin that we have picked up in this order is the amazing Oriental Border Britannia, and I featured this on my channel. I picked up one of these. Really, really good coin. I think this is going to be a pick for the future for sure. But again, it shows the diversity of people's budgets, people's stacks, people's mentalities. Some people don't like silver simply because of the premiums, even at cheap silver. You know, we've got obviously Queen's Beast series to consider as well. They've got really good potential to grow in premiums along the way. Talking of growth in premiums, This is the 2018 Swan. I was actually looking for this in the Grand Tour unboxing, or Grand Tour of the unboxing, and I couldn't find it, but I have found it now. Here it is. This is the 2018 version of the Swan, and it is very, very nice. Whether it will perform as well as the 2017 Swan, I'm not sure. It will be only, I think it's time will tell whether this is going to be another 2017 Swan. The second in a series is never usually as popular as the first, but nevertheless very cool indeed. Now the Marvel coins are interesting, and it's good to be able to see all four of these out here, because along these group orders over this last 6 months I've been doing, these have been picked up individually as they've been released, and I was always on the fence about them, but I am coming round to them a little bit more now. I think as a set they actually look really good together. I am not the biggest kind of Marvel comic fan, Marvel Universe movies fan. I think the movies have kind of gone a little bit too far, and there's just too many of them and they're too complicated and too much going on in them. But that said, these coins look pretty cool as a collection. And collecting is a very interesting topic, and I know that it's one of the buttons which is pressed by a lot of you out there by collecting silver, and the same is for me. I'm a collector first, I always have been, and you know, I stack silver second. So when I see a collector's coin, when I see something that's interesting like the dragon and tiger coins, then I'm always keen to go for those. But there are, for example, and I know AGD won't mind me saying that he was the one that purchased these, there are extremes that one can go to for collecting, and AGD has very much gone along those lines. He has got all here the various different fractional Libertads, and I've never seen really small fractional silver. The smallest fractional silver I've seen are 1/4 ounce coins, which I think this one is here. But for example, this is a 20th ounce silver coin, which is tiny. I mean, I didn't really think that 20th ounce coins might exist, but they do. Here we are, 20th ounce silver coins, absolutely small, really interesting nevertheless, and very thin, which makes it look a little bigger than it actually is. But you know, coins like these, obviously they're not going to be cheap relative to metal prices, but they're collector's items. And I have to say, one day AGD, if you're watching this video, one day we need to do a collaboration video, whether you come to me or I come to you, and we have a look at your Libertad collection, because I know that it's coming on leaps and bounds, and I know you've got that really nice display case that you picked up a couple of group orders ago, and that would be a really, really fun day to see all of that. And that's one of the beauties of collecting coins. You can have a really enjoyment factor, and I know with AGD, for example, and this will be the same with a lot of you out there, that you're collecting for your family's future. You're collecting to hand this down for the future. You're not in it for a quick turnaround, quick buck, and it represents, you know, these coins represent something very special. And that's how, in fact, I got into silver in the first place. I wanted to get something special. I was made a godfather, and I wanted to get something special for my godchild. So getting silver coins from the Royal Mint was what I wanted to do. You know, and it's really, really good to be able to do that. The last little thing here to talk about is platinum. Platinum. Very cheap metal at the moment. Lots of interest out there about whether or not it is a good buy. You know, it's gone down and down and down at the moment, and it's somewhere around the 620 mark, £620 mark per ounce, and that represents a real low in history for platinum prices. And a lot of people have asked, is it worth picking it up? It's a risk. Certainly it's a risk. Everything you buy in the precious metals market is a risk. Whether it's a big risk, personally I don't think it's a huge risk, because I do think at some point platinum will correct and the prices will at least equalise to gold, or go back to where platinum was more valuable than gold, but it might not happen. That's something to bear in mind. What else have we got? So we've got a couple of antique coins in this particular group order. This one is a very interesting one. This is a ½ ounce cat, half troy ounce Egyptian cat, which is very interesting. This one will have been featured on the In Focus Friday Rapid Fire, so I won't go into too much detail about it. But once again, something very different. Obviously it's not cheap silver, but it's actually, I have to say, incredibly aesthetically pleasing, and I can really see how a big stack of these, like 20 of these or a roll of these, would look really, really cool. And again, if that's something that you're interested in, if that's something you collect for those reasons, then that is absolutely fine. And you know, when you see lots of videos and lots of comments, and there may well be comments down below in this video about premium coins, and probably there were a lot of premium comments in the Grand Tour video about how it seems like we're investing in plastic at the moment because there's so many coins that come as a premium with capsules on. You know, that's just the nature of the game. It's one of those things where you know, premiums will always happen. Premiums are cool if that's right for you. If they're not, don't listen to what other people say, I think is the message I want to put out here. Stack what is right for you and enjoy what you stack. Now, and on that line, here's the last couple of items to talk about, which are the gold gilded coins. Now, I remember looking at gold gilded coins when I was getting into metals for the first time, and I didn't know a great deal about it. This was even before my days of YouTube and the Silver Forum. And I was looking at gilded coins, and I remember seeing them all on sort of eBay and everything and thinking, gosh, those look absolutely amazing, look really pretty. But they were quite expensive. They were certainly a lot more expensive than the metal content. And I always was put off them by that. However, I have noticed that you can now pick up certain gilded coins through dealers like goldsilver.be for not a great deal more than the premiums one might pay on the kind of dragon and tiger coins. So if they float your boat, if they are of interest to you, then it's definitely something to look at. I think they look really pretty. The long-term viability of them, whether they'll hold their premiums, again, is up in the air, but at the end of the day, you know, they look really cool, actually, I have to say. And when we've got a bunch of them out here on the table, they really do look good. And I have to say, the Krugerrand here in gold, I think looks better than the regular Krugerrand. What do you think? Which do you prefer? I think I definitely prefer this gold gilded one. And if you can pick them up, because the silver Krugerrand has a pretty humongous premium over spot. And if you can pick up the gold gilded one for a similar price, I'd say to you, go for the gold gilded one all the time, because it looks absolutely amazing. So that is the kind of eclectic tour, the intimate look at what people have been buying. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, please put a thumbs up on this video and share it around on your social media. If you would like to get involved in some of the future group orders, then head on over to the Silver Forum. There's links down in the description below. You can find out all the information you need to there. Otherwise, if you like this video, thumbs up, share it around on social media. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, hit that subscribe button, hit the alarm bell if you want to get notifications when I upload future videos. Otherwise, that is all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.